had to reprogram. Normally, the school buildings go off late now. So
It's the mom anyway.
we reprogrammed this room.
The water one, you know.
Looks like it should be raining this week too, so we don't have to spend a lot of money on plowing.
And it also crossed my fingers, we don't have any snow days this year. We had used 5.
Helping.
We haven't, but it wouldn't.
I'm Sarah College Fish, by the way.
Oh, Cindy, nice to meet you.
I'm looking for something to say.
When you were there like
Right after his tire
you said, Mel's not here, but I'm starting on him anyway. I'm like, give him a chance to stay, to come in at least.
He came in, I was ready. I knew he was gonna.
Class advisor for the senior.
But the bottom line is, it doesn't.
Representative for the senior.
Their budget was $500,000, $700,000
program
last year. It was approved by the family. It was $700,000.
Oh, because of snow.
Yeah, it's the snow. $700,000. So when you look at the budget compared, you never get a real comparison. And that is all I'm trying. I'm not saying anybody's hiding. No one's hiding.
It's a fault in the formula.
Exactly.
And she's
Exactly.
just taking her
But I knew Bob since.
official over 18 of it.
I knew you would take it personally.
Next time, could the
Unofficial,
Good morning,
Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, the unofficial.
Well, the thing is, the
I know.
Hey, there he is.
Okay.
No, Mr. Venezia, how's your teeth? Good to see you, son.
I've got 2 left, but
Okay. Can you sign my papers?
no.
You don't have to support him.
Yeah, you don't have to support me.
No, that's because I do support him. I don't want to see him go through this again.
I'm the only one running for 2 seats. I was wondering if I could get both of them if I get elected.
That would be good.
I bet you somebody will.
Two votes. 2 votes.
I'm up to 12 now. So anyway, that was
No, but associated things, you know what they do? They intentionally put in low budgets for things that they're going to go to the finance
Right.
committee for. Because Joe, they had the same energy budget for 10 years.
exactly.
All right, great.
Yeah, I know.
We can play that game too.
Right, we don't do that though. Well, that's why when I brought it up, I said if we could do the same thing with special education, put in a budget for $250,000 and then transfer $750,000 in, you know, every year.
They do it for legal,
Oh, good.
energy,
Okay.
legal energy.
Yeah.
But in the finance committee would say because we have a bottom
Yeah,
line
I
budget.
know, there is some truth to that.
Yeah, I mean, they should better budget their line items, but we can't play that game. Because I'd beat them at the game if we could do that.
get a lot more. I know the
And
basketball
also,
games tomorrow.
let's face it,
Yeah, yes, yes.
and the proof was last April town meeting, so.
He's still
Yeah.
So you accept a lot of sin.
Yeah.
Looking at their records.
Yeah. No, no. No, I asked for it.
I have
See, I've been going,
to
that's what I'm
make a
doing.
correction to a comment I made last week on insurance.
Okay,
So if this opportunity continues business, you maybe,
okay,
if you would, it'd only be 30 seconds.
sure.
Appreciate it.
Did we get any answer to the question
Oh, now I
on
got her response.
the chapter 70?
It's like getting up here.
Was Mel or
You know, it was, I don't know if it was more of an opinion we were giving than it was a definitive. I stand firmly behind my statement, which was,
6,800,000
is the number.
because it's foundation budget.
Yes, and as recently as today, we got for people spending money, all those figures came in, and with it came all of the supporting documents, and on those supporting documents, it said, chapter 70 allotment, 6.8 million for this year and next year. So it's the
Yeah,
official number.
because I don't care where the governor gets the difference. But we've been promised foundation, I think we should be.
Thinking that as this rolls out,
No.
in February,
Oh,
that
that's
they
okay, so
will-
once I get up there, hit the point.
It
Okay.
was surprising to see so few towns out of, 300 and something that did not reach foundation.
It gets like,
It was,
they even like,
they,
I know they have like,
what was it like, 20 or 30 districts going to foundation?
Oh, you do?
It was very small, and I was surprised at the number. I don't care if you get it from stimulus or the rainy day fund,
Because, yeah, because when I use my touchscreen,
And Bob also made a statement, the same time with the news, and
if
she
I
said,
go to scroll up
any
to
difference,
the
you'll
name,
get
Yeah, down to the
directly.
name.
Well,
So
they
you
were
know,
doing
like,
okay till they lost
My
that.
phone's obviously different.
They had
but
5.4 when they were chapter
I was there and it
Right.
was awful.
It
Right.
goes from 5.4 to 6.8.
No, they knocked Greenfield out.
And then it's probably
No,
easier.
I want to bank on the
And then, like,
6.8 though.
And then they beat Martha's Vineyard.
I think we should budget 6.8.
They're
So
almost one of the best teams
that
in
means
the
we're
country.
not, when we say we're out 1.2 million, I think in our mind, it's really
It's a
significant.
regional thing for the high school.
I mean, that would be something
Their high
else
school's
to talk
regional.
about.
I was reading something about it today. It's grammar schools in middle high, high school's regional, so. Yeah.
Here, I have something for you. I could give it to you after.
Is Karen coming? She had her, she's finishing her,
I didn't hear
Thesis.
otherwise, so we could start without him.
no, she's finishing
So
her
the
thesis, but.
ugly gross kids, but I'm not contaminated. It's a spot that was there. So it was. Oh, cancer, skin cancer spot.
Oh.
It's zapped.
Do you have to have surgery?
So, yeah, he did on my back. So don't get grossed out. You got some.
Jerry, I'm just gonna move over.
You moving Karen's seat?
Everybody keeps looking at me and work. Oh, is that way? Vacation? Set? We all set, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Okay, good evening, I'd like to call this meeting to order. The first item on our agenda is public input. Seeing nobody here from the public, we'll move on to the student report.
Hello, everybody. First off, the girls and boys varsity basketball teams made state. And over the vacation, the girls team won the Lowell Catholic tournament. And also during vacation, maskers had rehearsals every day from 9 to 4. So, and their musical, The Pirates of Penzance, starts March 19th. And they also have a show the 20th, the 21st, 26th, and 27th. SAD volleyball night is March 12th. The government class is taking a field trip to JFK Museum and Library on March 4th. And the law and sociology classes went to the Essex County Correctional Facility in Middleton before vacation. And Maskers is in a competition on Saturday, and it's a one-act competition, and they're performing The Miser in Ipswich, and it's around 5:30, but it's not like it's not definite yet because more acts have to go before. Progress report grades are mailed March 5th, and the boys and girls track competed at states at the Reggie Lewis Arena last Friday, the 18th, and 4 students made it to all states. One of them, Nick Capizzuto, broke the school record in 300 meter. Talia Coriniti swam at states for swimming in the 50 freestyle, and the book club is reading Life of Pi, P-I, like the number. And spring sports start March 15th. And lastly, National Honor Society candidates, their paperwork is due Friday, February 26th. And for my student work, I brought in some parts of my chemistry project, which I didn't finish yet, but I got most of it done, and I have to do like a scrapbook type of thing on a famous scientist, and I picked Rosalind Franklin, and I made like a birth certificate for her, and like I made a resume and her obituary. And there's more parts, I just didn't do them yet, but they'll get back soon. And that is my student work.
It's a really neat way of looking at someone's life, together the paperwork.
Yeah, we have to do like a birth certificate, journal entry, obituary, resume, like a financial aid letter that they would write, and just some like different creative things like about the person. It's It's not the worst project because it's like a lot of creativity. So
What class is that for?
chemistry.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's on a scientist.
Any questions?
I just wanted to add one other thing, and I forgot the name of the athlete, unfortunately, but I know that the Linfield North Reading wrestling team was, I think they finished 6th in the tournament they were in this weekend, the state tournament, and they also received the sportsmanship award.
Oh,
And I know that one of North Reading's wrestlers finished, I believe, 3rd, and unfortunately I didn't print out the email. Ed McGrath had sent along the email to me, so I wanted to acknowledge that wrestler, and unfortunately I don't have it in front of me. So, but I guess it was a really good showing, and the team had a pretty good season. That
Really did.
co-op team in Linfield. So I just wanted to mention that.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
Thank
No
you, Sarah.
problem. See you guys later. Good night. Good night.
We're going to move to the second item, the approval of the senior class trip. We have some representation from the high school today that wants to present this. We tabled it last time because Jerry was there.
No, Cameron's not here.
That's all right.
Do you want me to review the proposal again, or did you have specific questions, or? Yeah, no, that's it.
Thank you.
Okay, so our proposal is to go to Fort Bend, Maine for one overnight. We would leave at approximately 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturday the 15th and return on Sunday evening, probably between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. During the first day, we would drive down. It takes about 4 hours to get there, so we would stop for lunch, and at night we would be taking the C&J Bus Company to do so, which is a company that they used last year. And we have their safety record, which we had submitted. We'll be staying with Northern Outdoors in Forks, Maine. The first night would pretty much be just a bonding experience for the students, so we would have dinner together, and last year they played card games and pretty much just socialized. And Sunday morning breakfast will be included. Whitewater rafting will begin at 8 o'clock, and then we would stop for lunch halfway down the river. And then when we were finished, the resort, or not the resort, the campground provides a video and a slideshow for the students to watch of all their experiences. The cost would be about $117 for rafting and lodging, including the meals. The only meal that wouldn't be included would be the lunch on the bus ride down, and then approximately $60 for the bus. It varies just slightly depending on the number of students that do decide to go. And we know that fundraising is always helpful to offset costs because things can get expensive, so we plan to do a bake sale and a casual dress day for faculty. And approximately 90 students we anticipate. It could, again, give or take a few depending on spring athletics and interest. And we have 10 chaperones that have said that they would attend. And I know that they did do it last year, and I heard great things about it. I was not the advisor at that point, but.
Any questions?
Karen had some questions, that's why I don't have any questions. The only concern I have is that if there are more than 100 students, you'd have to have more than 10 chaperones, so, because you need a minimum. Okay, because you need a minimum of 1 per 10 students.
Right.
Okay. And I know they did it last year. I don't know how many more.
Approximately 90 went last year, so that's why we had that number. And then if we get more students, the cost goes down. So 117 would be the highest at 90.
I would hate to delay action again.
Well, do we have consensus in favor? Because if we do, Karen can ask her questions after we approve it.
We can always bring it up again if she comes later as well.
Well, I know, I'm gonna support it. I said last week, I don't have any questions about this trip. And I know they did it last year. I just wanted to get the word out. I'd like to see the classes. I know that part of this is a bonding thing, and you all know we used to have the Disney trip, and there wasn't a lot of support for that moving forward. I think Jerry was the lone member who was gonna continue to support that trip.
Yeah, I want the kids to hate me.
I think one of the problems with that was we saw a significant decline in the number of students going, especially the last few years, and the cost was like $700 or $800. So it was really getting high. I wish we could, I know it's a bonding thing, I wish we could somehow make